understand this notion. Oh, hold up. We got this. No, don't touch. Oh, that was my phone that fell. I was gonna fucking freak the hell out. What's up, baby? Check this. We got an important topic of conversation today. It's going to get heated, it's going to get intense, it's going to get real, and you're going to gain some knowledge. So, feel me on this one. So, I've come up with this concept here. How often do you get told to be yourself, stick to your roots, that kind of shit? I'm here to tell you, don't do any of that. Unless you're exactly where you want to be in life. Otherwise, why would that advice make any sort of sense at all? For reals. If you're at a spot in life where you need to improve at all, if you need to get out of the current situation you're in, do not be yourself, do not stick to your roots, and do not do what you normally do. Flip that shit on its head and go completely opposite. So I have a very small, oh my god, I'm just stepped on a fucking yellow jacket. Let's bail on that area. I have a very small example of this, but it just kind of showed itself, so I wanted to take out the camera and just share with you guys what happened. So I was sitting right at the spot over here. I'm on break right now. I have work all day, but I have a 2-hour break in between, which is rare, so I'm taking the whole time just bettering myself, making videos for, you guys to learn some stuff and just vibe with me, I guess, and just have some sort of outlet to go to. So I'm doing that, and I'm also working on my business. You can see I got my notepad out and shit, and I'm using this phone to watch videos on what exactly I need to do. So I was sitting here grinding, and this super hot chick came out with this kid, right? And I immediately got in my head, right? I was like, oh, I don't know, like I'm sitting at the only spot where you can sit in this whole park. So I'm like, oh, she's coming right here. Immediately, I'm losing track of focus, right? I'm like, all right, I'm not thinking about this now. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, all this shit. And I remembered, I've been meditating a lot recently, so I'm like, just shut it off. The clouds came into my blue sky, and I just made them move, and the balloons came up into my fucking clear space, and I popped them, right? Those being your thoughts. So with that being said, she came up, she was like, just talking to the kid and whatnot. And normally my shy self, when it comes to just super hot chicks, I'm right in my head, stick to your roots, be yourself. No, don't do that, because if I did that, I would still be sitting there just fucking trying to figure out what to do with my life. So instead, I just put my phone down and started a conversation. And this is not going to be a story about how to get girls, all this type of stuff. It's just changing your normal ways. Because who knows if I just started talking to this chick and she ended up changing my life in some sort of manner. Maybe she taught me a lesson that really stuck with me. Or maybe she gave me some sort of opportunity. You never know, dude. You have to just talk to people. That's what I've learned, and I have trouble with doing that. So don't stick to your roots, and don't be yourself. Flip that fucking shit on its head and do something different. Because even if negative comes out of it, you have to understand you're literally just diving out of your comfort zone, okay? So, and that is so important in so many aspects that it just correlates in everything you do. So the more you can do that, the better you'll be off in this world. Because realistically, when it comes down to it, when you sit down and think about why you're here to be your best self and to make everyone else their best self. And however you can do that, you got to figure that out. Okay? And I'm really, really grinding, making sure that that's where I'm headed at this point. So I'm really learning a lot about, not being yourself. Don't be yourself. Unless you're exactly where you want to be, please dig your roots into the ground and be yourself and stay grounded and stay there. But otherwise, unroot those bitches, get your ass up, find a new location, root there for a little bit. Don't get comfortable, because once you do, you got to unroot and keep going. Sounds about right. So with that being said, I was just about to end the video, but instead I want to do something that makes me uncomfortable. So I'm not just talking about it, I'm doing it. You know what? I'm going to embarrass myself and play on this kiddie park like I'm a little child. Here we go. You're welcome, by the way. This is for you only. Just kidding, it's mainly for me, but here we go.
Are you ready, Mommy? Catch me, catch me!
There's just tons of people just driving by, probably staring at me, but you know what? Here it is again, super sweaty face. Feel like a retard. Literally work right here. So most of these faces I'm seeing are seeing me. They probably know me. It's a pretty good possibility. So that was a minor example again, but hopefully that made you laugh. Made me feel uncomfortable as fuck, and now I'm a little more sweaty. So with that being said, back to the grind. Adios, amigos.